What's up, guys? Welcome to Jenn and Juice. If this is your first time here, welcome. If it's your second time here, welcome back.
Welcome.
We only have 2 podcasts so far, but it's going great. So I'm here with my best friend, Sammy.
What's up, guys?
Say hi, Sammy.
What's up?
Samantha.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Yeah, Samuel's fine.
I like Samantha.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I like to call you Samantha.
Well, then keep calling me Samantha. I don't want your viewers to be going like, oh, Samantha Chapman on Instagram. Let me go follow her. Yeah, it's Sammy _ Chapman 55.
So everyone go follow him.
Throw the plug out there.
I feel like Samantha just
fits me better?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
A little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so I've known Sammy for... How long has it been?
It's been like 2 years.
No
Two
way. No
long
way.
years.
Has it really been 2 years already?
Mm-hmm. 2
Wow.
long years.
Time flies when you're having fun with each other.
Or, yeah, we'll go with that for sure.
So me and Sammy met at the great institution of Wake Tech.
The Holy Land, the holy trinity of Wake Tech.
So me and Sammy met my sophomore year, so my second year at Wake Tech, and his
My first semester at Wake Tech, really, yeah.
Because you were at Richmond before that.
Right, yep.
The University of Richmond?
The University of Richmond. Roll damn Spides. The only...
I hated that.
Well, hey, we're the only team in the United States with a mascot that's a spider. So it's legit.
Do people there like Spider-Man? Because...
Fun fact.
Oh.
Okay, so the logo we had, it actually got changed because Disney sued the school for copyright on Spider-Man.
No way.
So now the University of Richmond logo is a tick. It's not a it's not a spider. It has 6 legs.
So roll ticks.
Yeah, roll damn ticks.
Oh my gosh, I love that. So me and Sammy met in the great class of Biology 101 with the teacher named...
The man, the myth, the legend. More than a teacher. The greatest man on earth.
Eugene Bartlett.
Good old Genie.
If that name doesn't tell you what kind of teacher he was, I don't know what will.
He was a glorified nerd, is what he was.
What was that thing he used to say all the time?
It was lipid. And he sounded like a frog.
He'd be like, oh, look at the lipid. Lipid. I miss him.
I mean, I would ask him 4 questions about lipids every class, even when we were on a different unit than lipids.
He'd be like, oh, lipids, let me tell you about that.
I know 4,000 facts about lipids.
So me and Sammy didn't know each other going into this class. So my freshman year at Wake Tech, I went to North Campus, but then I moved, so I had to go to main campus. So I didn't know anyone in any of these classes. Like, I was very used to having friends in my class. Like, all in, or when I was at North Campus.
And I'm sure in high school, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, duh. Yeah. I was popular in high school.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah.
But, so I didn't know anyone in main campus. So I was like, this is going to suck. Not having anyone in my classes, having to be the weird girl in the back.
Which you still were. You still were the weird girl in the back.
But you hung out with the weird girl in the back.
Yeah.
So it was me and Samantha and this girl named Sabrina and this boy named Jeremiah.
T-Pain.
He looked just like T-Pain.
No. He was T-Pain.
He didn't act like T-Pain.
Did you ever see T-Pain and Jeremiah in the same spot at the same time? No. So, I mean, he was T-Pain.
So we had T-Pain in our class and also this sweet boy.
Matthew Courtney.
Matthew Courtney, man. He was like a nerdy redneck, still living with his parents.
He was just chilling.
He had a girlfriend of like a long time.
That had a 3-inch leash on him.
Y'all, oh my gosh, do you remember that one time everyone came over to my apartment because like we had a
project or something?
Yeah, it was like a take-home test or a project. Yeah. So I was like, hey, everyone just come over to my house. We can hang out, order food, whatever. So they all came over. And his girlfriend didn't like the idea of him being at a girl's apartment when he was
in your apartment for a total of 5 minutes.
Maybe even that.
He was outside the literal entire time we were there.
Everyone was looking at each other like, should we like intervene? Like, should we
keep going?
So we just kept going, and he left.
Yep. He did leave.
And oh my gosh, wait, Sammy, do you remember that boy, muscle man?
A muscle hamster.
Y'all, there was this boy. Do we even know his name?
His name was Muscle Hamster.
We called him Muscle Hamster because he wore a cutoff every day
it's 40 degrees out, homeboy's wearing a cutoff.
Cutoff and gym shorts.
Every time. He was a nutrition major. He had to look the part.
He had to look it. And he would come up to us all the time and be like, hey guys.
Y'all getting lunch?
Where y'all getting lunch after this? And we'd be like, we're going to go eat at home.
Yeah, I think we brought our lunch today. Sorry, man.
But we would secretly go to Jersey Mike's.
Yeah.
He was weird. And he also drove a green Prius.
It was a very nice Prius.
Lime green
Very nice Prius. Like, top of the line, like, perfect Prius.
I kind of wish I had that. I'm going to sell my 4Runner, my 2018 4Runner, and get a...
Weird flex, but it's alright.
2014 lime green Prius.
Yeah, it's a very cost-effective move there. And maybe you'll grow muscles like a muscle hamster. I think it comes with the territory of owning a Prius.
I hope so, because I'm a little flimsy when it comes to my muscles.
For all the ones that don't have the Jenn and Juice premium podcast without the video on there, she just flexed and did not have anything there.
Told you, nothing. All right, so as a little icebreaker that I do, I'm going to ask Sammy some sports questions because he's the sports guru.
Yeah. Yep.
He knows everything about sports.
Every single thing except for these questions. I might not know. These might be the one things I don't know about sports.
Wait, so since we're talking about this, I'm going to go ahead and redeem myself. Didn't the Clippers get, what's his name? Kyrie? Is that his name?
Nope. You're close, though.
What's his name?
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi, that's it. I don't know why I thought I cared. But
Kyrie went to where? Sports guru.
The Lakers.
That's close.
Really?
No.
Oh.
He went to Brooklyn. You're close though.
I saw it all on my Twitter feed, so I was like,
it was a big one.
I was like, oh my gosh, I'm recording my sports, like because like I knew that we were gonna talk about sports. So I was like, let me gain some knowledge on this.
So there was an earthquake in LA yesterday,
there
right?
Was.
And everyone's saying that there was no earthquake. It was just Kawhi signing his contract to go to LA.
Oh my god.
It was that big of news that an actual earthquake happened.
Yeah, weren't there like 3 earthquakes?
It was not a good day for Los Angeles. That's all I know.
That makes my heart hurt because in my recent podcast, if you hadn't heard it, go listen to it. We talk about my trip to LA, and I was really sad when I heard that because that's like...
Yeah, but it's kind of like us getting a hurricane. Like we're just used to it.
I really think that LA is going to break off eventually. That is my theory. That like something's gonna happen to California. There's gonna be a big earthquake, and it's just gonna fall off.
So we're gonna have Hawaii, Los Angeles, and then Alaska.
I really think that's gonna happen. I really do. Like there's gonna be so many earthquakes that it's just gonna break off. And it's gonna start
if it ever happens,
Pangea.
We all heard it. Pangea.
Is that what it's called?
Yes, that's exactly what Pangea is.
Isn't that what it's called? Like when like
no, sweetheart.
What was
Pangea was like when all the continents
were
all
together.
together.
Oh man,
and they broke off. So yeah, you were right on point.
The opposite of Pangea.
The exact opposite of Pangea, yes.
All right, let's get back to what I was talking about. We're gonna do sports trivia with Samantha Chapman. Are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be, yeah.
Okay, so these questions have like easy, medium, hard, very hard.
And I was not prepared at all for any of these questions.
I didn't tell him, so he won't know. Okay. This one's easy.
Oh, God.
Has England ever won the Soccer World Cup and when?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I have no idea when. I know they have. No shot I know when.
Okay.
Do I get a half point?
You can have a point. Should
I?
I?
Half a point.
Should I keep
tally.
track?
Yeah, keep a tally.
Okay. So the answer was yes. England has won the Soccer World Cup a single time in 1966. Their next best finish was 4th in 1990.
Yeah. I mean,
dang.
England sucks.
What are you talking about?
U.S. greater than England.
Well, duh. But England's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, half my family
Your
lives
mom's
there.
from England.
Half my family lives
okay.
in England.
So this one says easy. Oh, you're definitely going to know this one. Okay. In the game of golf, the iconic green jacket is presented to the winner of which championship?
The Masters.
Good job. You get a point.
Do I get bonus points for naming the city it's in?
No.
Gosh.
That's not part of the question. All right. This one's hard. I'm not going to be able to say this name. Andre Agassi.
Agassi. Yep. Andre Agassi, yep.
Lost the Wimbledon championship final in 1999. Which player did he lose to?
$99. I'm going to go with Pete Sampras.
Oh my gosh, you got it right. Are you
so-
kidding? Did you look?
No, I love tennis. Give me that. Pete Sampras, baby.
Good job. All right, this one's medium. What was the previous name of the NFL before it was changed to the National Football League?
I mean, the AFL.
What's the full name?
I guess the American Football League?
Nope.
What was it?
American Professional Football Association.
Oh, Jesus. Give me a half point. I got
No,
American in football.
no.
Oh,
Just because
fine.
you said American football doesn't... No.
Okay, fine.
Wrong.
0 points.
Ooh, this one's very hard.
Great.
Ooh. How many current NFL teams have never played in a Super Bowl?
Jesus. I'm going to go with...
Come on.
6.
Podcast. No. 4.
Oh, I was going to say 4,
You
and that
should've.
sounded too small.
It was the Cleveland Browns, Detroit Lions, Houston Texans, and Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jaguars?
Jaguars.
Jaguars.
That's how I say it.
Jagwires.
All right, next question.
Got it.
Okay, this one's medium. The first American football game is considered to have been played in what year?
The first football
The
game.
first American football game.
1922.
Nope. I will give you one more guess.
Was I close?
No.
Is it the right century?
No.
Is it the 1800s?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. 1874.
Nope. 1869.
Oh! It's close on that one.
You were close, but, not really. All right, we'll do 2 more.
All right.
What is the average total length of an NFL football game?
2 hours and 14 minutes.
Nope. 3 hours.
Yeah, that's probably...
I'll give you half a point because it's kind of hard to, because they always stop the plays. They'll be like, flag.
Just like that?
Wait, do football have flags?
Yes.
Okay.
Football has flags.
Whew, I thought I was going to seem real dumb.
Well...
All right, last one. You ready? Okay. Which Rocky actor once played in the NFL?
Sylvester Stallone.
Nope.
Who is in Rocky?
Carl Weathers.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Carl Weathers. My bad. I forgot
yeah.
about good old Carl Weathers. My bad.
I don't know. It says Carl Weathers, who played the role of Apollo Creed in the Rocky franchise, actually was an undrafted player in the NFL from 1971.
He was undrafted?
That's what it says.
Yeah, like I'm supposed to know that. The
Aw.
kid didn't get drafted.
Sorry about it. So you got 3 points.
Yeah, that's not bad. Well, I got the very hard one. That should be worth more than 1 point.
No.
You're cruel.
I am cruel when it comes to these. You have to be
On my A game?
on your A game. If you come to the Jenn and Juice podcast, you need to be on your A game.
That was on my B game. It's good enough.
No, you were on your C game.
Oh!
Oh!
My C game.
Yep. All right, so let's get into the good stuff. So, if you can't tell, me and Sammy are best friends forever, right?
Till we die.
Till we die.
Till the day we die.
So we come to each other a lot when it comes to relationships.
Because they suck.
They do suck.
They suck.
Relationship sucks. The end. I'm just kidding. So we go to each other when we have questions, when we want to kind of know like the other gender's side of it. Like I'll be like, hey, this guy did this. What does he mean? You come to me and be like, yo, this girl's crazy.
Which is true about 99%
Is
of the time.
she like really crazy or is she like really, really crazy? And I'll be like, yo,
like
she's...
bad crazy or good crazy?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because there's definitely no crazy. It's just good or bad crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that Luke Combs song.
Yeah.
Beautiful crazy.
It's true.
Your crazy's beautiful to me.
Yep.
I was saying that to you.
I appreciate you.
I had Sammy, I asked him before he came on the podcast to just kind of come up with things that he values in a relationship, what's wrong with this generation when it comes to relationships, and why he thinks that. So let's get into it. Sammy, what are some things you value in a relationship?
All right, so yeah, I boiled this category down into 3 main points. Number 1 is by far the most important one, and that's just plain old, good old-fashioned communication.
Oh, that's so key.
Right?
Yep.
The reason why this is number uno on this list is that nothing else matters if you don't communicate.
Yeah.
You guys can have the same intentions. You guys can feel the exact same way about each other.
Yep.
And if you don't communicate that, neither one of you are going to know.
And I feel like girls expect guys to be able to read our minds. But when it comes to a lot of stuff. You
exactly,
know,
100%.
like if I am dating this boy and he does something wrong, in my mind, I'm going to be like, he should know better. He should know what to do.
Right.
When actually, y'all don't know at all because we didn't tell you.
Right. I mean...
Girls think boys are mind readers, but they're not.
Y'all think we're a whole lot smarter than we actually are.
That is so true.
We are very simplistic human beings.
Yep.
The part where it gets a little shady is when you get tired of telling us what to do. Because, I mean, look, if you tell us once, we should be able to listen to you and remember it.
Yeah. That's my thing. If I tell you once,
right.
I'm not going to tell you again.
Right. That's completely fair.
So, well, good. Communication. Okay,
yeah,
what's
so
next?
That's number one. 1A.
1A. Oh.
There's no 2 and 3 in this. It's literally 1A, 1B.
And 1C?
No.
Oh.
Just 1A and 1B.
Okay, great.
So, 1A is just honesty / transparency. Both those things kind of fall into each other there.
Yeah.
Without honesty, there's no trust.
Nope.
And without trust, it's going to go down the shitter. Like it 100% is.
Yeah.
Because if you don't trust me, I can't have my own life.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do the things that I want to do if they don't include you.
Yeah. So I have a question for you.
Okay.
What do you feel about having each other's location and like tracking each other?
From the beginning of the relationship, absolutely not.
Yeah.
100% no.
Yeah. If I have to track you in a relationship, it's not a real relationship.
Right. The only time where that is even close to a good idea is that there's already been a breach in trust. Mm-hmm. There's already been a problem, but you guys love each other. Mm-hmm. You guys want to make it work.
Yeah.
And you need to build that trust back up.
Okay. Ooh, okay. I can see that. But I don't know. It's just like, I feel like since I have a lot of like anxiety in relationships just because like my past, it's a long story. But if I had my boyfriend's location, I feel like I would overuse it and I would just stalk him all the time. You know, like I would just be like, I'm just gonna double check and see if he's there. Oh, I'm just gonna see where he is.
Right, and if there's already that lack of trust in there, but you really do truly love this person,
yeah,
you almost need that.
Yeah,
you need that to just start creeping your way back into the whole trust game.
Yeah,
because that is, I mean, it's a scary game to be in. Mm-hmm. Like trusting somebody else is scary.
So scary.
It's so scary. So I mean, if you're in a situation like that, good luck. I mean, once it's been broken once, it's really hard to get back to where you're wanting to be.
Yeah.
And don't be fooled. Like that could happen. Mm-hmm. But it's gonna take a while, and you really got to have your partner's back. You really got to motivate them and keep supporting them, even though sometimes you might not want to. Mm-hmm. You really got to still be there, like their number one cheerleader. You really do have to be that. I
feel like in a relationship, you need to be building side by side with each other. Until
100%.
you're married, you need to be building separately but together.
Even when you're married.
Well, yeah, no, true.
Even when you're married, but at a smaller scale.
Yes. So if your partner is doing great things, like say if I had a boyfriend and my podcast is going very well, I would expect him to be very supportive of that. I would expect him to like be my hype man, like love on me when it comes to this, you know, like really like support me and like
promote you,
yes,
all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And like the other way around too, like if my boyfriend created his own company or like he was doing something that he was really passionate about, I would be his biggest supporter. And I feel like that's sometimes really hard in this generation because we get very jealous very easily. Selfish and jealous. Because like if we see that our partner is doing really well, we either think, A, I'm not doing enough. Mm-hmm. You know, like, oh my gosh, like I need to get my life together. Mm-hmm. Or we get so jealous we start to resent them.
Right.
We start to be like, oh, well, they're doing great. You know, like why aren't I doing great? Like, you know, again, it starts to build that kind of.
And that's where the communication comes in. If you start to feel that kind of way, just communicate it.
Yep.
Because look, when you have a problem, obviously that kind of resentment issue would be a problem.
Yeah.
That's a small one that can be fixed if you do it from the jump. If you have that problem and you keep it inside, you know what? I'll just be all right.
Yeah.
And then another thing comes up, and you're like, you know what? I'll be all right.
Yeah.
And then that bottle keeps filling up piece by piece until it's eventually going to explode.
Yep.
And that's when multiple problems come out at one time.
Yep.
And when it gets to that point, it's going to be a big-ass explosion,
And it's just not going to be good.
Yeah, it's not going to be pretty.
Nope.
But if you handle it one piece at a time, by communicating.
Communication, everything comes back to this.
It really does. It really, like, honestly, every single thing does come back down to communication.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so we've got one, communication. We've got 1A, honesty and transparency. Not having anything to hide. Not having anything to be ashamed of.
Nope.
And if you do have something to be ashamed of, don't lie about it.
Yes.
Be upfront about it. Communicate what's going on. And figure out a way to solve it.
Yeah. Because if they're the right person, they're going to, like, understand that and, like, let you through that.
Right. I mean, either you communicate that it's the best thing for you guys to drift away from each other, or you can buckle down and really, really do your best thing you can do, which is to solve it. And then what I got for 1B, not 3, 1B, is having common values with the person you're with.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Whether it's your morals as far as life goes, what you want out of the relationship.
Yep.
If those things are too different, it's not going to work out that long. And as far as what you want out of the relationship, like, we live in a generation of hookups. Like, let's be honest. We live in a generation of hookups.
We do.
And as long as that is what is mutually agreed upon from the beginning, that's perfectly fine. Do your thing. Like, have the hookup of your life. But don't let that get twisted with, oh, I'm catching feelings for this guy, catching feelings for this girl.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can wiggle my way into it without being honest, upfront.
Ooh, that happens all the time.
That happens a lot.
Like, I've heard a lot of my friends talk about it when they're like, so I've been hooking up with this guy, but I'm starting to catch feelings. I'm just going to keep doing it and see if he'll catch feelings back.
Right.
Girl, no. Like, you need to communicate that with him. And either that, like he feels the same way, or he's going to say, I'm not feeling that. And then it needs to end right there. Like,
because the hurt's going to be a whole lot.
So
much smaller.
Worse.
Well, if you talk about it and you deal with it, it'll be a whole lot smaller.
Yeah.
Than letting the hookup go on for like 3 months, and you were like dead ass falling for this guy, and he's just like,
wait, I thought we were just hooking up.
This is the girl I see on Wednesdays.
Yep.
Like, that when it gets to that level is where it gets the shit.
Yep. You're right.
So I talk about the things I value in a relationship.
Oh.
Let's talk about you, Jennifer Davis.
Me? You want to talk about me?
Yep. This is your time to shine.
So I kind of had the same ones that you did. Like, I had communication, just because I agree with that 100%. Like, relationships don't work if you don't talk to each other.
At all.
And then I had openness and vulnerability. It's kind of what you had. Like, I feel like in a relationship, you need to be completely honest with your partner.
100%.
You need to be vulnerable. Like, tell them how you feel. Like, I feel like a lot of times people hide how they feel because they're scared of the other person's reaction.
Which will come with time, though. Like, the vulnerability will come with time.
100%. But
you got to be open to it,
You need to be open from the beginning, though. Like, when you get to know each other, even before you start actually becoming, like, boyfriend, girlfriend. Because, like, like, you're talking and then you start dating.
Right.
Like, if y'all getting to know each other, I don't hide back. Like, I don't hold back. I just kind of let it all flow. Like, because if you don't like it from the beginning, you're not going to like it eventually. So might as well nip it in the bud if you don't like it.
Right.
And if you do, great. If you don't, great.
Yeah, if you're vibing with me, let's keep vibing. If you're not, that's all right.
Yep. Because it is my biggest thing when you open up to someone and then they ghost you.
We will talk about ghosting in a little bit.
Good.
For sure.
Good. So I have communication, openness, and vulnerability. And also just being fun. Like, just having a good time.
Wait, you can have fun with people? No way.
Apparently.
That's what I've heard, but...
Like, I don't know. I've been stuck into, like, the comfortable stages of relationships where you just don't do anything anymore. You literally just lay in bed, watch TV, don't...
And in the moment, you're having the time of your life.
Yeah, but, like, we're so young. Like, this is the time to travel with your significant other. Like, go bowling, go...
Have a picnic, go
anything.
hike. Like, there's so much to do.
Yeah, and and money isn't a problem too sometimes. So you can do a lot of free things.
100 or cheap things.
Yeah, like
you can go bowling for $5.
Yeah, or you can like just go to the park and bring a blanket and bring like a stereo and just hang out.
A stereo?
Stereo.
This is the 1940s.
I wish. 1940s, more like 1980s.
Yeah, that's true. I was a little off with my pun there.
But those are kind of my three main things.
Yeah, no. Those are all very, very important. The fun thing is definitely important. You got to have fun with your person you're hanging out with, or it's
just Like
boring.
It's
100% boring.
Like I don't want a boring relationships. Like
Right.
I want to do fun things while we can because.
But at the same time, if there's a rainy day outside, like I also want to have someone I can do absolutely nothing.
Yes, of course, but like it should also be fun if you're not doing anything too. Like you should have that person where if you are having a day where you're just like watching movies, hanging out, it should be fun. Like you can make it fun.
Right.
It doesn't have to just be all sitting in bed and just watching TV. Like you can make fun snacks together. You know, like have like if you're watching a what is so
make
funny?
Fun snacks.
Yes, like
what is a fun snack?
Like make brownies or make like a fun dish together, but do it together. You know, like do things.
Yeah, just doing things to spice things up every once in a while. Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. I'm down with that for sure.
All right. So the second little part of this podcast is me and Sammy talk about this all the time of how wrong this generation is when it comes to relationships.
I'm really an 80s baby that was born in the wrong time.
We are so 80s babies. We are hopeless romantics. We talk about it all the time. Me and Sammy have such a big heart. Like both of us.
It's really unfortunate, but yeah.
I love it sometimes and I hate it sometimes.
Yeah, it's a blessing and a curse, like, through and through.
Like, I heard this quote one time and it was like, I think sometimes why we get hurt so bad is that we expect the world to give back the love that we give when in reality it's not going to be like that, and then we're disappointed.
You can't rely on anybody to give you back what you give them.
You can't. Self-love. You can only make yourself happy.
Exactly. The only person that you can really rely on is you.
And Jesus. So,
right,
what's the first thing that's wrong with this generation, Sammy?
I don't understand why commitment is so scary.
I don't understand that either. But that's more of a guy thing. Like, guys are the ones in like the big scheme of things. Guys usually don't want the relationship.
For sure. But yeah.
So why is that? Why do you think guys do not want a relationship?
Why they don't want a serious relationship?
Yes.
Okay. So, I mean, it goes along with the generation. There's no reason to date one person in this generation. Like, we were raised in a culture where two is better than one. Like, from the beginning, like, there was a song called Two is Better Than One. Yeah.
Good song.
And that is absolutely transferring throughout the entire generation.
Do you think this, like, our generation is like that because cheating is very common now? Do you think that's kind of why?
It's not that it's common. Cheating has always been common.
But it's more common now.
Well, it's more socially acceptable now.
Ooh, okay.
It's more acceptable. There's not much of a social punishment if you are known as being a cheater.
Yeah.
Like, especially on a guy's perspective. So why guys are scared of commitment? Because honestly, we don't trust females. To be dead ass with you, yeah.
Really?
We don't trust females.
Why is that?
Because it's the same thing. There's just no it goes both ways.
Yeah,
it's really
it does.
not guys.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
Girls might not be scared of commitment. They are just not down for commitment. They aren't scared of it.
Yeah.
I don't think guys are either.
Okay.
It's just the fact that you really aren't like, you're not going into a relationship to be with that person for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
That's just not what we were built to do.
Yeah. And like a lot of people in this generation aren't getting married either. You know, like I've like noticed that a lot of people don't want to get married, like don't want to do that. Like they just want to.
Do you want to know how often in America there's a divorce?
How often?
Every 36 seconds there's a divorce.
That breaks my heart.
It's sad.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like 1 in every 2 marriages ends in a divorce. And that number wasn't as high when our parents were being raised.
No way.
So that kind of like scared of being of commitment comes from that. Is just knowing that even if you give your everything to somebody, it could change like that.
Yeah.
Like it could literally change at the drop of a hat, which I know from very good experience.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's either a boy thing or a girl thing. I think it's just the generational why commit so early, because we are still relatively young.
Yeah, we are.
And whether that really means that you should be scared of commitment or not, I mean, I'm 21.
Yeah.
You're still a child too. Like, let's be honest, we're still children.
Oh, we were so young.
We're children.
Like my parents tell me that all the time. Like because both of them were married before they found each other.
Okay.
So they tell me all the time, like, you are so young. You know, like, you have a very long time to find someone. But, like, I don't know. Like, because I'm in the Young Life community, and a lot of Young Life Christian kind of, like, relationships, you get engaged very early.
Oh, yeah.
And that stresses me out because my longest relationship was a year and it ended very badly. You know, so, you know, like, to me, I'm like, am I ever going to find someone? Because I'm 22, where's my engagement ring?
Right.
When in reality, 22 is so young.
So young.
Like, I have so much
right.
more life to live before I want to settle down like that. So,
okay, so the commitment level is bad across the board.
yeah.
The next thing I have ties very nicely into the things I value. Is that we don't communicate.
Oh, there it is again. Communication.
Like we just don't communicate.
No.
It's so easy to have a problem, right? You have the problem right here. It's so much easier just to forget about it. And if it's with the person directly, just stop talking to them.
Yeah.
Ghosting is it is a epidemic is what it is.
I've been ghosted so many times.
It's so wrong. It's so wrong.
So this one time, this is a good thing. Not like just talking about ghosting. So I was talking to this guy. We were talking for like 2 weeks. And it was great. So then we were talking for 2 weeks and then we finally hung out. We went on a date. And the date was mediocre. So I texted him after that. I was like, hey, thank you so much for dinner. And he texted me back. He's like, no problem. Like, it was so fun. If I'm being honest with you, I just don't see this going anywhere. So I replied, I said, thank you.
Exactly.
Like I...
Thank you for your service, sir.
Yes, like, I wish you the best.
Right.
And now he's been in a relationship for like 2 years. He seems so happy, and I'm happy for him.
Right, there's no spite there.
Yes.
There's no, like, I hate this guy.
Yeah.
He ruined me. Like,
no,
he
like...
treated you the way that people should be treated.
Yeah, because dating, like, you're supposed to go on dates and you're supposed to find out what you like and what you don't like. And we realized that we weren't compatible. We nipped it in the butt right away. And he found his person. And I'm so happy for him. Like,
right.
I, like, sometimes comment on his pictures. I know that's weird. I'll be like, so happy for you. And then he'll, like, reply and be like, thank you so much. Like, hope you're doing well. You know, just, like...
And that feels good,
yes.
right? You mean, like, treating people like other human beings? That feels good?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Who would have ever imagined?
Who would have thunk? All right.
We were raised with a smartphone in our hands.
Yeah,
like, at age 13, I had a smartphone.
Yeah. I had a Firefly. Do you remember that?
I do remember a Firefly.
The ones you had like 6 contacts.
Yeah.
I had my mom, my dad, my grandma, and my neighbors.
Nice.
That's how I call it.
I used to like, I had a laptop before then, so I could like do homework and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I used to go in there and Yahoo chat people. Like, I'm not old enough for the whole, like, MySpace.
Oh, I was big MySpace girl.
Yeah, see, I never got in the whole MySpace
really?
world.
Oh my gosh, I was big in MySpace.
I guess I was 1 year behind MySpace.
You were, because I had to hide that from my parents.
Didn't you have like a theme song on there?
Yeah, so I had a playlist.
A playlist,
and
okay.
I was a code breaker because I went in there and like deleted stuff, so like my page didn't have to scroll. Everything was just right there.
Wow.
It was really cool.
Uh-huh.
Like, I was really proud of myself. I was like up to like 4 a.m. like.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Mm-hmm.
So you started off at a very young age of not getting any sleep.
Yes. Like, that was like 4th, 5th grade.
That's bad.
Well, because I had to stay up late to go on MySpace because my
to
parents
hide
didn't
it.
let me. So I had to go on MySpace when my parents fell asleep, do all my coding, do all my themes.
My 4th grade, how old were you? Like 8?
I was like 9 or 10.
And you were doing coding on
Yes,
MySpace?
I was. And then I deleted the history, and no
Uh-huh.
one knew. But I finally told my parents like a couple weeks ago, actually, that I had MySpace.
Nice.
And they were like, I feel like I knew that. I was like,
They
probably.
definitely knew that.
They knew. They had to know.
It was harmless.
It was. I think they were just scared.
Yeah, for a very good reason. This is the big one.
All right.
This right here is the big one.
Okay.
So people in our generation, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you like having your time wasted?
No, I don't. No.
How do you feel about wasting other people's time?
I don't want to do it.
But it's not as big of a deal, right?
Yeah.
But why?
Because it's not my time.
Right. It's a selfish culture we were raised in.
Oh, okay. I got what you got. I was wondering where you were going with that. I was like,
I'm not saying that you are an asshole.
No.
I'm just saying, like, as a society, we are.
yeah.
Like, we don't have any problem wasting other people's time.
Yes. But saying that, I feel like now is the time to be selfish, if I'm being honest with you. Like,
What do you mean?
like, at this time, like 22, 23, 24, however old you are, is a time where you're growing a lot. Like I've grown so much in the past year than I have ever.
Right.
And that's because I was making myself happy and being selfish. But saying that, I didn't waste anyone's time doing that.
That's the difference.
Yes.
That's the difference.
Exactly.
You can be selfish as long as it doesn't hurt other people.
Yes,
right.
Exactly. Because some people are selfish while wasting someone else's time.
And that's where it's not okay.
Yep, exactly.
Like, I mean, it all goes back to the good old C word, communication.
Communication. All right, next one.
All right. So this one's good for you.
Aw. Why?
Because we are in our mid-20s.
Yes.
And you were raised in a culture of Christianity, young life, get married right the hell now. Like, you found your person already. God's put this person on there. You found them.
Yep.
Get married to them.
Yep.
But everybody else has been raised where we feel like marriage is so far away.
Yeah.
Like, we think it is, like, a decade away. You might meet your person tomorrow. And you aren't mentally prepared for that. I know I'm not mentally prepared for that.
Wait, so you're saying if you went to the grocery store tomorrow and you saw this beautiful girl and you started talking to her and you started dating and it could lead to marriage, you wouldn't?
No, I'm saying, like, we just have this image in our mind where everyone we meet is a temporary happiness. We don't.
Ooh,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
We don't treat it like it could be a marriage thing.
Oh.
We go into it thinking
it's just gonna be
about 3 years.
Okay.
And then I'll find someone else.
Yeah. You're not thinking the person you're meeting is temporary, or
no. That's what we are doing as a culture. We are going into relationships thinking that this is temporary.
Thinking it's temporary.
Right.
Yes.
And that creates I guess the problem where, like, I don't really need to be that serious about this person.
Yes, I see that a lot. That
right?
makes sense. Yeah.
So, last but not least on my good old list here.
I'm excited because I feel like the last is gonna be the best.
There's this podcast.
Jenn and Juice?
No, it's a little bit bigger than Jenn and Juice.
Oh.
You might have heard of it. It's called
it?
Call Her Daddy.
Oh!
Have you ever heard of that one?
I listen to Call Her Daddy. Not gonna lie to you.
If we go through, their list of episodes here.
Yeah.
We see some...
it's not the best.
I mean, it is perfect for our generation.
It is, because they talk about their hookups. Like,
here's one called Ghosting. There's one on ghosting.
Where they're probably glorifying
Cheating
ghosting.
Olympics.
See? Yep. Like, there's so many that...
Catfishing.
See, but like the thing is,
how to not catch feelings.
They are glorifying that stuff.
They're glorifying the problems in our generation.
Yes.
And they have such a big audience. They're so influential.
Because they're sponsored by Barstool, right?
They are a Barstool brand.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm wearing Barstool shorts.
Yeah.
Like, it is a massive brand.
Yeah.
Like, they get so many viewers for each one of their podcasts.
Yep.
And they're making it seem like all these things are okay.
When they're really
they
not,
aren't.
y'all.
Like, and while they want to say they're all entertainment value, it's nothing serious. It doesn't matter.
No, since you're so popular, people are going to listen to that and they're going to think, okay, so this is how it's supposed to be. Like, like cheating is okay. Having sex with random people is okay. Doing all this stuff is okay. When really it's not, y'all. It's really not.
It's absolutely not.
And it breaks my heart that, like, I listened to a couple episodes, then I stopped because, like, that, it started coming in my brain. I was like,
I'm not going to lie, it's funny. Like, they are hilarious.
Them as people are funny, but the things they're saying is not funny.
No, not at all. And if you listen to it for pure entertainment, good for you.
Yeah.
Because it is very entertaining.
Yeah, they are funny girls.
The fact that they are literally, like, celebrating cheating, not catching feelings, ghosting people. It's people like this that are making our generation, the shithole it is.
No, I agree.
And really it's not okay. And I know you like them. I know you think they're funny.
I mean, like, they are funny, but I do not believe in the values that they're saying.
Right. Yeah.
I will not condone that at all.
Right. No. Yeah. You can't.
No.
Or else you're literally contributing to the problem.
Yep.
So how do we fix this, Jen? How do we, as two hopeless romantics living in a wasteland, change this?
I wish I could give you an answer.
I know what the answer is.
What is it? Let me know.
It's the listeners.
Yes.
It's each person making a conscious change every day.
Yeah. And I pray that for our generation.
100%.
I hope that you listen to this podcast and you think, wow, what they're saying is right. Mm-hmm. Maybe I should change the way I'm treating this girl that I'm talking to. Or maybe I should change the way I'm treating this guy I'm talking to.
Because at the end of the day, we're all humans.
Yeah.
And we all deserve to be treated the way that we treat other people.
We do.
And if you're treating someone like complete shit, you deserve it right back in your face.
Yep.
And if you're treating someone the way that you want to be treated, like the princess that you think they are, like the angel they think they are,
yeah,
you deserve to be treated like a king if you're a guy.
Yeah.
And if that's not reciprocated, you need to move on and find someone that will reciprocate it for you.
Exactly. Because like I said earlier, dating is finding out what you want. So I'm not saying you can't date around doing this stuff. It needs to be one at a time. One at
a time.
Two, if you're not feeling that person, let them know right away. Be like, hey, you're a great person. You're just not great for me. I need something else. And I can bet you 99% they will respect you because of that.
Because no matter how lonely you think you are, no matter how few friends you think you have, how small your circle is, there's someone else with a circle just like yours.
Amen.
That respects the same things that you respect.
Yep.
You just gotta find them.
Just gotta find it.
And if you're stuck in a relationship where neither one of you are treating each other right,
end it.
You're limiting your capability of finding the person that will treat you the way you want
That's
to be
what
treated.
I tell people all the time. A lot of my friends are stuck in these toxic relationships and they're just I don't, I'm not happy. And I'm like, so end it. What happens if the person you're supposed to be with is waiting out there, but you're stuck in this relationship because you're comfortable and you don't want to leave it because you don't want to be alone? Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know what to tell you, girl.
Yeah,
don't.
For the fellow singles out there.
Yes.
Live it up.
Live it up. Be single as
Work
long
on
as
yourself.
you can. Yes. Self-love.
The way I look at it, when you get out of a relationship and then that time before you get into the next one, make yourself as good of a person as you can be. Yeah. That way the next person is getting a better version of you.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
Yes. I love that.
Mm-hmm. Make yourself better every day.
Yep.
So that when you get to your next relationship, you've learned from all the stupid mistakes you made. Mm-hmm. You learn from staying in a relationship you shouldn't be in. You learn what your values are. Mm-hmm. And then bring that into the next place you go to make that relationship happier than the one you were in.
And that's the juice.
That's the juice.
That's
right
the
there.
juice. Well, Sammy, thank you so much for being on my podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course. I'm so glad you wanted to talk about relationships with me.
I will talk about relationships with you until the day we die, Jennifer.
Because we made a pact that if we're not married by the time we're 30, 40?
Yeah, the number's flexible.
Yeah, then we're just going to get married, but not kiss, not do anything, live on separate ends of the house.
Purely for insurance benefits.
Yep, we'll only hang out in the kitchen and in the dining room.
Adopt a bunch of dogs. Maybe some kids if we get there.
We're gonna adopt kids. I'm not having a kid with you. I love you.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not gonna have a kid with you.
That's fair. We can adopt some children.
Yes.
It'll be Angelina
Jolie, and Brad Pitt?
Yep. That'll be us.
That's us. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe because that's how I get famous. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you next episode.